Welcome to Wake Up and Live with Christopher Flagg. This is a daily podcast to encourage and inspire godly living. Let's join in and listen to today's message.
Good morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm hoping you're having a great week. You know, this week we've just been talking about the different decisions that we make in life that can make us successful, that can allow the kingdom of God to work in our life here on earth. And we've looked at the responsible decision, taking responsibilities. We've talked about the guided decision that we know we need to seek wisdom and seek counsel and serve others. And we've just looked at these things. We've talked, the last decision that we looked at was the active decision, not just sitting, but being active. And today I want to talk about the certain decision, that having a decided heart. You know, truth is truth. I mean, if 1,000 people believe something foolish, it is still foolish. I mean, truth is never dependent upon the consensus of opinion. You know, I found that it is better to be alone and acting upon the truth in my heart than to follow a gaggle of silly geese doomed for mediocrity. You know, the certain decision for personal success is what fuels your actions from the active decision. The clarity of vision you maintain in your mind is directly proportional to the effectiveness of your actions. So a decided heart is an unwavering in the face of this continual challenge and setbacks that ensures a victory in a lifetime and of greater fulfillment that each of us need into our lives. You know, the fourth decision states, I have a decided heart. You know, more people fail at what they attempt because of an undecided heart than for any other reason. I mean, we all know people who make decisions with an undecided heart. They'll tell you about a decision that they're trying to make and they laminate over it for various options, ask you for your opinion, then talk to someone else about their decision, asking for just more opinions. You know, what do you think? Left, right, up, down, orange, green? I mean, they even get opinions about the first opinion they got. I mean, what do you think about what this guy said? I mean, then they take that decision back to their friends to discuss whether they should change their decision or stick with it. Life becomes this ongoing state of analysis, right? But get this, the purpose of analysis is to come to what? A conclusion. It's not to continue to analyze. You got to get to it. To repeat what I've said before, successful people make their decisions quickly and change their minds slowly. Unsuccessful people make their decisions slowly and change their minds quickly. Many people spend so much time analyzing their decisions that they've already made that they don't have any energy left to actually do what they've decided. You know, the prospect of making a right decision scares people. I don't believe we can make right decisions all the time unless we're born with the ability to tell the future. You know, if that's the case, man, you should be definitely, I want to see this saying, psychic won the lottery, but that's not the case. So unless you can tell the future, you couldn't possibly gather enough information to make right decisions all the time. We are, however, as I've stated earlier, made with the ability to make a decision, then go about the business of making it right. You know, the great evangelist Billy Graham brilliantly noted, I'm always amazed at how many people in trouble confuse God's will for their life plan with the plain old bad decision making. Let me say that again. Billy Graham said this. I'm always amazed at how many people in trouble confuse God's will for their life with plain old bad decision making. You know, the wisdom in this statement is profound, revealing how many people misunderstood the certain decision. You know what? I have a decided heart. My destiny is assured. So what is this decided heart? I know a decided heart has to do with how we make decisions and our conduct after that decision is made. It has nothing to do with action or persistence. I mean, we all know people who get locked into this endless analysis, never moving past the decision-making avalanche. I mean, this endless opinion gathering process, uncertainty gathers momentum like a snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger and bigger as the analysis gets more and more complex. When they finally make a decision, the analysis just continues. And although there are questions that cannot be answered, they can be decided. Remember, most of the time you won't have all the facts you need to give yourself a complete picture, but you will have all the facts you need to make a decision. I mean, do you know people who are absolutely sure that God has led them down a certain path until it gets tough? And then they're just as sure that God has led them in the opposite direction? I mean, if you know people who are determined to live their lives in that never world of wishy-washy decision-making, tell them God said, leave him out of it. I mean, God doesn't change his mind. Did you know that even the Bible says wishy-washy people are dangerous? A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways in James 1:8. An indecisive person allows instability into every part of his life. It touches everything, our family, our business, our hopes, our dreams. And if we don't decide what's important in our lives, we're going to end up doing things that are important to other people. When you exhibit a decided heart and commit yourself to the fulfillment of the destiny you have chosen, your life will never be the same. People will follow you everywhere, seeking your wisdom and your advice, all because of a decided heart. You know, challenges that you previously thought were mountains in your life melt away at your feet when you have a decided heart. The best ways to keep your heart decided is to make sure the destiny you're working toward is worth the hassle. Life can be a struggle. Success as a parent, a friend, a business person, or a community contributor, or success at any level in any arena can be and often is a struggle. It's going to be a struggle to maintain a decided heart. Otherwise, what you're struggling for isn't worth the struggle in the first place. Think big. If what you're working toward isn't big enough, you're going to be ambushed by bigger things every day of your life. Remember, if you're hunting rabbits in tiger country, you're going to keep your eyes peeled for the tigers. But if you're hunting tigers, you can just ignore the rabbits. And you can't be afraid of criticism. You'll have little effect on the world because criticism runs rampant. And if you're inhibited by it, you'll just drown in the deep waters. Anytime you do something unrealistic by other people's standards, they'll be braying like donkeys. Want to know why? Sorry, I have no clue. I've had this happen in my own life, and I've seen it happen in the lives of friends and watched it as people work to accomplish something great and the critics come out of the woodwork. And I don't know why people feel so threatened by their perception of your success that they manage to make you the focus of their lives. I do know, however, that you cannot let them be the focus of your life. You know, so many times we have all these basically boats just filled with excuses and limiting the beliefs that are keeping us from doing what we say we want to do. And sooner or later in our life, we just need to burn those boats of excuses and we need to burn those boats of criticism. What boats in your life do you need to burn? You know, most of us are scared to burn the boats because we know we'll get criticized if we do. I mean, have you ever been criticized for something you've believed for or something you've done with good intentions or because you're different? Doesn't it hurt? It's a horrible feeling. I mean, do you want to find out right now how to overcome criticism and that awful feeling of being criticized? I mean, there are some people in your life who are never going to be like you. Some people won't like anything you do or who you become successful. I mean, think about your favorite book or movie of all time. Now go online and start reading reports about it and some other reviews about it. It doesn't matter if your favorite book has sold more than 20 million copies or your favorite movie did over 500 million in the box office. You'll find plenty of critical reviews. The fact is that criticism, rejection hurt, but you must shield yourself from them to protect your decided heart. Let me tell you what I do to protect my decided heart. It's a little trick that I do, but kind of keeping me on the road to success, or kind of where I'm going. I look at other people that are trying maybe do the same thing I'm doing, or trying to do something great in life, and I look and see how they received some kind of rejection or criticism, but they pressed through, they made it through, and they became successful. And so I guide myself by saying, you know what, if they can do it, I can do it too. With a decided heart, grab a hold of your dreams for your life, your family, and your future. Don't make choices based on facts or percentages. They'll always discourage you. I feel sad for the people who consider themselves realistic, their lives according to what is. Please throw what is out the window. Forget what is. Let's start living life with what if. What if life could be exactly as you choose? What if your heart is so powerful it creates the time you want with your children? What if you could be full-time mom or dad? Or what if you could have all the kids in college education money saved up before they are freshmen? What if you could live without a house payment or with your mortgage paid in full? If you choose the perfect day, what it would look like, how early would you get up? How late would you sleep? Who would you choose to be around? And where on earth would you be? You see, the certain decision reminds us you have the power to choose how you live your life because you have a decided heart and your destiny is assured. Choose wisely. And remember, most people fail because of an undecided heart. That's not you. Determine you have a decided heart, and your success will require the emotional fortitude of that decided heart. When confronted with a challenge, a decided heart searches for a solution. It's only the undecided heart that searches for an escape. You can't afford to wait for conditions to be exactly right. Why not? Because conditions are never exactly right. You have a vision for a reason. Your dream for your life and your family is in your heart for a reason. That passion is a part of you. So go, proceed. Don't ask permission anymore. Take it and go. To wait and to wonder, to doubt, or to be indecisive is to deny the world of who you are and who you'll become. So have a decided heart today, because your destiny is assured for you. And I pray that you will walk out in this. I pray you'll walk in this power of this decided heart, this certain decision. Get it inside you and then walk in it. Don't worry about the critics. Don't worry about those who want to come against you. Walk in the power that God has placed in you. Walk into the kingdom power that is in heaven as it is on earth, and begin to see your dreams fulfilled for you, your family, and the God that you love and serve. I hope today that this will encourage you to have this decided and certain heart and move out in it like never before. So wake up and live empowered, blessed, and loved with a certain decision that today is going to be a day you walk forward in the blessing and the power of Jesus Christ. God bless. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Thank you for tuning in today for Wake Up and Live. Join us each day for a new inspiring message. Also check out our Saturday morning's Word and Worship for 30 minutes of getting refueled, plus our Sunday sermon series on the seasons of life.